In this video, I'm going to tell you about what each ingredient of the Heavy Metal Detox smoothie does for you. So here are all the ingredients. I add the alma powder for fertility reasons, so it's actually not part of the Heavy Metal Detox smoothie. But you can always add more supplements for catering to what you need in your healing journey. So I'm going to get into more about what bananas do for you first. So bananas' sugar is bonded to trace minerals and larger minerals like potassium. Potassium helps with neurotransmitter function, which helps with your brain function. The sugar in the banana is not the same as processed sugar that you'll find in cakes and cookies and things of that nature. These sugars are present with the fiber, pulp, and water, and the phytonutrients that make up the entire banana, which help fight disease. The banana also has many amino acids that work with potassium to help produce electrolytes. Bananas are antiviral, antifungal, and help feed beneficial bacteria in the gut while removing unproductive ones. They help with sleep disorders, anxiety, depression, digestive problems like IBS and Crohn's disease, and they also help to balance stress and weight. You can find emotional support by thinking about when you peel back the banana peel, we can also peel back our false sense of self and expose our inner core. They can help calm the mind filled with fear and make us more productive, and also help dissolve feelings of ill will. For spiritual support, look at the underground roots that shoot up with suckers of the banana. The roots are thick and wide, not more than 8 inches in the soil. The trunks are formed layer upon layer of leaves of this plant. The banana plant grows fast, with new shoots sprouting up, ready to take overgrowth in the central part of the plant that has been taken out by weather. As we reach for the sky and continue to grow and blossom in our spiritual development, we need to cast our support system far and wide so we can lean on the lessons if challenges take us down. So next up, we have oranges. Oranges have a coenzyme called glutathione, which is activated by its high content of flavonoids and limonoids. These 3 things fight off viruses, protect the body from radiation damage, and deactivate toxic heavy metals in the system. Oranges can help regrow teeth due to their bioactive calcium. The acid in oranges can help dissolve kidney stones and gallstones as well. You can find emotional support in oranges to cut through doom and gloom and bring the liquid sunshine into your life. Eat them when feeling sun-deprived in the winter, and they'll fill you with warmth. Spiritual support of oranges come from oranges taking a back seat in our diet. We don't think much of them. In the past, our ancestors would treat an orange like gold because they weren't always available, especially in the winter. When they were, they usually went to the very wealthy rather than the regular townsperson. We need to think about what in our lives we have devalued and take a second glance. The orange is readily available during all times of the year. We need to value it again and make it a central part of our diets to help with many health issues. Next up, we have the wild blueberry. These are not comparable to the conventional bigger blueberry. Make sure you get the wild blueberry. Wild blueberries are antioxidants and antioxidants. They have survived millennia, tens of thousands of years, through climate changes and many other weather hardships. There are hundreds of variables in their genetic makeup as a result of them being a wild fruit. They are highly intelligent and can read your body to find diseases. Once they look at everything, they determine the best course of action to allow for healing. They take out all 4 of the unforgiving 4 factors that harm our bodies, including heavy metals. They are identified by the angels to help keep the human race alive in the coming times. You can find emotional support from the wild blueberry that helps us mend on an emotional level. If you've ever felt criticized or mistreated, then turn to this holy healing food to help. For spiritual support, wild blueberries can rise out of the ashes after they are burned by wildfires, and they become even stronger than before. They can help us rise out of the ashes of disease as well. The last thing that someone who's sick and suffering or otherwise unfortunate circumstances needs is to feel like they somehow created, attracted, or brought it upon themselves. The secrets of manifestation, healing, and abundance lie in the wild blueberry. Next, we have cilantro. Cilantro removes heavy metals from the brain because the mineral salts like sodium, potassium, and chloride present in the living water of the leaves and stems can travel through the bloodstream, lymph fluid, spinal fluid, and the blood-brain barrier. The brain likes to suck up these mineral salts. When it has other phytochemical compounds attached to the mineral salts, they can remove the heavy metals and oxidized residue from the neurons in the brain, helping the brain work better overall. Anthony William also speaks of the cilantro aversion in his books and on his lives and different things. He tells us that it's from oxidation of heavy metals, and the toxic runoff goes into the lymphatic system and the saliva. This runoff doesn't mean there are more toxic metals, but there's a certain combination of metals that causes this toxic runoff. If you don't like cilantro, it probably means that you need it. I was very resistant to this at first, but now I actually like cilantro. Cilantro is antiviral and antibacterial. Pathogens and parasites don't like the taste of it. It can extract heavy metals from every part of the body, including the liver. It helps the adrenals, balances glucose levels, and helps with weight gain. For emotional support, cilantro helps us find our path in life without getting distracted by others' behaviors or options. For spiritual support, cilantro never stops pulling out heavy metals from our bodies. This teaches us that in life we can pull out negative emotions as well. If people in our lives need help, we can help them move past their problems just by lending a sympathetic ear. We can also purge negative self-talk and beliefs that don't serve us as we heal. Next up, we have spirulina. Spirulina helps rebuild the central nervous system. It has an abundant source of vitamins and minerals. It's a healing food for the liver and thyroid. It helps remove toxic heavy metals and other toxins. Helps stop pathogen growth. It helps remove radiation, and it helps reduce the growth of nodules, tumors, and cysts. Anthony William also explains many more benefits for spirulina in his blog. Spirulina has a GLA compound that's also found in breast milk to help develop babies. It has 10 times more beta-carotene than carrots. It's iron-rich, and the iron is easier to absorb than an iron supplement. The protein in spirulina can replace fatty meat and dairy products. The protein is essential for growth and cell regeneration, but we need to be careful of getting it from fatty sources if we have an overburdened liver. Spirulina is a detoxifier and can help reduce allergic reactions from radiation sickness. In 1994, Russian scientists patented the algae because they saw it help children reduce the number of ranunculoids caused by radiation by 50% when they had 5 grams a day for 45 days. It removes toxic heavy metals, and there's an entire list on the Medical Medium blog about helping the thyroid, liver, and many, many other things. Anthony William recommends the Vimergy brand for supplements, and on the Vimergy website, it is certified non-GMO and organic. They also test all their products, and Medical Medium goes on and on about all the good things about Vimergy. So the next ingredient is Barley Grass Juice Powder. It's high in vitamins, minerals, and amino acids. This powder supports our bodies from the onslaught of pollutants and threats to our health. Vimergy's brand is concentrated, making it 21 times stronger than other brands. It's also gluten-free and organic. That is from the Vimergy site. Anthony William tells us in his blog that Barley Grass Juice Powder is rich in many vitamins and minerals and essential amino acids, including ones our body doesn't naturally make. It helps decompose fats in the body, which in turn helps with weight. The high amounts of chlorophyll in it will balance pH levels and alkalize the body. It increases energy, aids in digestion, and improves the skin. It also assists circulation of the lymph system by bringing oxygen, nourishment, and healing mucous membranes. It removes toxins and heavy metals from the thyroid, and it also helps heal arthritis, migraines, asthma, fatigue, skin issues, cancer, and diabetes. It's a naturally gluten-free and is harvested as a young grass before it can become barley green. And last but not least, we have Atlantic Dulse Flakes. It is a seaweed. AW recommends seaweed from the Atlantic Ocean and not the Pacific Ocean because the Pacific Ocean currently is a huge dumpster. There's so much trash in it that he does not recommend getting any of our sea vegetables from the Pacific Ocean. So, seaweed, specifically Atlantic Dulse, removes toxic heavy metals. Sea vegetables such as dulse, bladderwrack, kelp, alaria, sea lettuce, laver, Irish moss, and sea moss absorb radiation and other metals in the ocean that make them harmless. They do the same thing in our bodies, but they don't release them back into the body. They will hold on to the toxins, even DDT, and take them safely out of the body. Seaweeds can also create electrolytes for stress assistance and reconstruct damaged DNA. They also have a grounding nature and help release diseases of all kinds, including ADHD, brain fog, endocrine problems, and much more. You can find emotional support in sea vegetables to help ground our emotions, just as playing in the ocean helps ground us as well. For spiritual support, look at the sea vegetable to teach us to take toxic energetic situations, disarm them, and release them. So I hope you guys enjoyed all of the things that these ingredients do. As you can see, there are so much there, and you can find out more in all of AW's books, blogs, ton of information for that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See you in the next one.